What is the source of our first suffering? It lies in the fact that we hesitate to speak. It was born in the moments when we accumulated silent things within us. Week 2 schedule. For this week, you'll be doing a VoiceThread discussion of the introduction and chapters 1 and 2 of our class text, opening up by writing it down. Also, you'll be writing the second journal entry. Can you keep a secret? For the VoiceThread discussion, you want to leave about a 5-minute summary reflection of the introduction, chapters 1 and 2, within your VoiceThread group. So I already emailed out those links to your individual VoiceThread group. So you don't want to strive for perfection in your recording. You can script it if you like or create an outline if that helps. So you'll first summarize the chapters in your own words, and then you want to talk about passages, statement, or ideas that grabbed your attention. Why does it grab your attention? How does it connect to or bump against what you already know or experienced? What kind of questions are raised for you? Who would best answer those questions? So you can imagine the experts or individuals who would have the appropriate knowledge or experience to answer it. So this is important because asking these questions on an ongoing basis will allow you to be curious and inquisitive, but also become a good starting point, a good springboard for your research project later in the semester. And you can use those questions that actually help you find source material. So then once you're done with your summary reflection, you'll need to reply to other classmates' summary reflections. So you may need to wait a few days for them to complete their work. And then you'll leave a comment and asking a question or answering the questions that they asked or posed in their own reflection. And then when somebody replies to yours, then you need to reply back. So we need this back and forth. So 15% of your grade is participation. And because we're only meeting once a week, what's required in terms of state mandates is that you have to meet so many hours per week. And so we can do that asynchronously as well. So it doesn't all have to be live. So the VoiceThread discussions will be sort of the asynchronous requirement for the course to make sure you're meeting the state minimum for contact hours. Okay, so I sent you all a link already. And then within VoiceThread, you have your own private group. You'll click on opening up by writing it down. And then you're going to click on the plus sign on this second page here. And then you can leave your response. And so remember, when you need to reply to a classmate after you listen to theirs, then you need to click on the arrow to reply to theirs individually. When somebody replies to yours and they've asked a question or commented or reflected, then you need to reply back. So we need sort of this back and forth in order to have an actual discussion. So just posting isn't enough. That's not full participation, okay? Actually having a conversation, that's full participation. For this week's journal entry, we'll be talking about the emotional impact and the physical impact that harboring secrets has on our bodies. And so they can take a mental and physical toll. And so for 15 minutes, you're going to describe the physical and emotional and psychological effects of a secret you've been harboring. If you don't feel comfortable sharing the actual secret, you can keep it to yourself. However, you can talk about the experience of actually keeping this secret, how long you've been storing it, when you first had to keep it, how difficult or easy was it to keep it to yourself, why was it so hard? If you've ever almost shared it, how was that experience like? So really kind of emphasize and focus on the impact this has on your physical body. And for final thoughts, if you run into any technical problems, again, contact me. It's easier if we do a 5-minute Zoom session to resolve those technical problems. So don't wait for them to accumulate and get a hold of me as soon as possible. Also for week 3, you'll need to read chapters 3, 4, and 5. So you're more than welcome to get a head start on that as well. And then you'll need to make sure you complete this week's progress report. And I look forward to reading your work this week.